Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chemlock League, and the favorites are on a roll right now, coming off the back of a huge spot start from Cairo Cohen from the bullpen for his entire career. Gets his first start and was phenomenal last time out. So we're sitting in a good spot here. And next time out, we're heading into this doubleheader against Werner Walter and the Burglars. So we'll see what Clark Cohen has in the tank as he's finally fully healthy after getting hit in the face after his first start or during his first start. He has been struggling in his recovery back, so hopefully he's feeling pretty good. I don't think we did anything since that last inning or the last game ended. Development wise, I think we're holding off on everything here just because we're limited in how much we can afford. And I don't think there's really anything we want here except for that one for Odin Thomas, which I plan to do after this game ends. So, yeah, we're not going to do any development. We're going to get started with this matchup, and things are looking pretty interesting. You know, last time out I was talking about what am I going to do here in the outfield. I think I'm deciding I'm going to keep Nick Wilkerson in, despite being tense. He has battled out of it a handful of times. He is a good defender in center field. I think Dash Boyd in left is fine. I like Eliana Chambers' bat, but I do not like her as so slow in left field. So we're going to try and avoid having that huge hole on the left side of the outfield by putting Dash Boyd over there. So we'll see if that ends up paying off for us. The rest of the lineup is in a good spot. Aaliyah Sesame just got a development to boost her infield secondary position to all infield, which is really awesome. Excited about that. And we're going to use our... Let's use our alternate away uniforms as we head out to Emerald Diamond, the home of the Burglars. For some reason, I was thinking, did I say Stade Royale last time? I don't remember. But anyways, Burglars here at Emerald Diamond, the favorites, looking to keep the momentum going. We just destroyed the Dive Bombers in that last matchup. Our offense looking to pick up exactly where they left off. And let's see if Clark Cohen and the pitching staff can hold down the fort against the Burglars offense. We have a big matchup against us with Werner Walter on the mound. He has tier 2 easy target helping him out. He has been pitching really well, a 2.79 ERA. He has a 0.41 whip and sitting at 10 strikeouts for the year, a 2-1 count, and Tiger will foul one off. It's now 2-2. And a ground ball up the middle, diving play from Gander March. She gets up, tries to throw down the line, and she will get it in time. About 1.5 steps ahead of Tiger Gray down the first baseline. And that'll be out number 1. Now here comes Fernanda Branch. It's a bit quiet, but she's had some big games this year. First pitch chasing out of the zone for strike 1. That one stays outside for ball 2, or for ball 1, excuse me. She can't catch up to the 100-mile-an-hour heater from Walter. And an off-speed pitch that drops into the zone. She gets underneath it. Deep, or a high fly ball into shallow center. Pamayala will catch that for out number 2. My goodness. All over the place. Odin Thomas comes up. He is a possible MVP candidate this year. Locked in, batting .429, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. He'll take the curveball for strike 2. And he'll take strike 3 looking on the fastball, I think. Might have been the changeup right there at the bottom of the zone. And Werner Walter mows down our hot offense. 1, 2, 3 hitters go down in order, and we head to the bottom of the first. We'll start with Colin Cabrera against Clark Cohen. Not Colton Blackburn. He's not on the team anymore. Colin struggling this year, batting .167. He pulls this one foul. No home runs, 2 RBIs. Clark with his elite curveball. He throws this changeup there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Ball high on that curve. And that one's going to be over the glove of Sullivan Reddier. Just misses that one. And into center field, cutting it off is Nick Wilkerson. It's going to be a leadoff single for Cabrera and the Burglars. In comes Gander March. Gander batting .345, 1 home run, and 6 RBIs. Has tier 3 pinch perfect. Oh my God. And she'll march around the bases on a no-doubt shot here. That's just missing the roof of that building in the batter's eye. And one pitch into this game for Gander March, she makes a huge statement as the Burglars get a 2-run homer and take the lead. Bottom of the first, and Teodoro Lucero comes up batting .333. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Clark Cohen not looking good already. He's tense. He hasn't gotten an out yet in the first. He gets a strike there, an 0-2 count. Lucero will take a ball outside. And he'll get swinging on the changeup, 80 miles an hour for out number 1. 2-0 lead for the Burglars, and now they go to their S-tier catcher, Mohammed Turnpike, batting .136, no home runs, no RBI, or 1 RBI, excuse me. Pops the first pitch foul. Second pitch goes foul as well. He quickly goes down 0-2, and he'll swing and miss on the changeup, on the curveball. Clark getting some of that mojo back as he's pumped, getting the strikeout against the big hitter in the lineup. And Kai Plum will go come up to the plate batting .300. 1 home run. It was a solo shot, his only RBI. Falls behind 0-2. Clark gets his mojo back, and a miss high there. Slider, strike 3 called at the top of the zone. So he does recover. He gets the next 3 batters after allowing a base hit and a home run. And Gander March gives the Burglars a lead. With Werner Walter on the mound, you can feel a little bit more confident about that lead for the Burglars, but he is a long reliever, so it's not likely that he is going to make it through this entire game. Still throwing gas at 101 miles an hour, and Jack Mars couldn't keep up. Kai Plum dives for that one. It bounces off his glove and in the middle of center field. He's going to get to it in time, but Jack Mars will reach first. Don't know if that's a single or an error. But Elia Sesame will come up batting .364, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, Tier 3 ace exterminator, Tier 1 first pitch slayer. She misses that pitch. And ace exterminator still active, 1-1. She misses the slider. It's 1-2 count now. And she'll take a ball low. Good eye there as it just misses the bottom of the plate. She swings at that one, however, and it's going to be a slow roller to Gander March. Not able to get the play developed in time, and it's going to be a force out at second base. So fielder's choice, Aaliyah reaches first and trades places with Jack. Infield at double play depth with locked in RJ Solomon, who takes a curveball for a strike or ball at the top of the zone. Werner missing the zone again, and it's 2-0. Drops the fork in for strike 1. Runner takes off on the hit and run. Failed from RJ Solomon to get the out. Or to get contact, and Aaliyah Sesame hung out to dry. Then he comes around and gets the 100-mile-an-hour fastball, swinging and missing to end the inning. So really, really bad decision for the manager of the Favorites to try the hit and run. Nasty pitch low and in, and RJ had to swing, but he couldn't get his bat on it. And nearly a strike him out, throw him out double play, but we'll do what we can next time out. 1-2 count here for Slew Connolly, batting .261, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Swings and fouls that one off. As Tier 1 rally starter only when they are at a deficit and nobody's on. He hits one hard, dead center field. Nick Wilkerson on his horse. He gets to the wall. He jumps up, and that gets over the benches of the bullpens. And that's going to get out to 438, a dead center home run shot. Clark Cohen loses his mojo once again, and Slew Connolly gets his 3rd home run of the year, extending the lead to 3-0. Burglars up. Cannon Avery, the all-star for the team last year, having a much rougher season this time around, batting .056 with no home runs, no RBIs. Fouls that one off, and it's a 2-1 count. Everyone seems to be floundering here today for the Favorites. And Cannon Avery, he gets his power stroke as he pulls that one into left center field, and that's going to get out of here. The Burglars dugout is going wild. 414 for him, and it's now 4-0. Clark Cohen seems to have... Something happened after that injury, knocked something loose in his head, and he seems to have completely lost everything he's had. So at this point, now I'm thinking Jess Trujillo comes in for Clark Cohen. Diving play from Sullivan can't make the effort, and he is going to let that one trail into left field. A runner reaches base. We're still at... We haven't out yet? Bertram Pineda coming up. No outs. Runner on first. He's already allowed 3 hits. 2 of them were home runs. Both solo shots here in the bottom of the second. They double their lead. 0-2 count here. Pineda will foul one off, and then he'll ground to Fernando Branch. Fernando to Jack. Over to Tiger. And that's going to be the double play to clear the bases for Colin Cabrera. Feeling really bad about this game now. And popped up and pulled foul. I think we could say that it was a good call for us to bring in Cairo in that last start instead of Clark, as he has not been himself. He's already near... This will be pitch number 40 on the 2-2. And it'll be a grounder up the middle, but Jack Mars dives, makes the play, gets the out, ends the inning. Another 2 runs on 2 home runs from the Burglars. And Werner Walter has 4-run lead here going into the top of the third. Favorites offense needs to figure things out, but Sullivan Reddier will get the first shot here. Mind Gamer activated. Werner will use that to throw one in the dirt. And this will be popped up off the end of the bat into shallow center field. Getting back on it is Kai Plum. Easy out, number 1. Nick Wilkerson has been a huge disappointment for us this year, batting .214, no home runs, 3 RBIs. He's had a few spots where we felt we were in a good spot. Little hack activates here on the 0-1. And he takes strike 2. Those are some really wild pitches that I don't know how the ump can call those as strikes. He does hit one here to left field, but it's going to be playable at the wall for out number 2. Dash Boyd comes up batting .250 on the year in limited appearances at the plate. He's coming in more for the defensive replacement for Jonah Gonzalez. He hits one inside out off the end part of the bat, and that goes to Kai Plum for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go to the favorites, and the offense that we saw just outpour against the Dive Bombers at Golden Field are nowhere to be seen here as we've gone through 3 innings, and all 9 batters have been a disappointment. Jack Mars with the only hit. Aaliyah Sesame able to reach base on a fielder's choice, but then she got caught stealing, so Werner Walter has seen the minimum through 3, despite allowing a hit, and Nick Wilkerson will get that one on a base hit up the middle, so Gander March is now 2 for 2. I think you could even say that that shouldn't have been considered a hit for Jack Mars, and maybe an error from Kai Plum. Waldo Ho gets brought in here in the 3rd, so Clark Cohen goes 2+, and the runner on first is his responsibility. Waldo allows a base hit here, and it'll be 2 on and nobody out for Mohammed Turnpike. Things are going from bad to worse here. Mohammed struck out last time. Tier 2 distractor at second base, offsetting Waldo's accuracy. Waldo, more known for his fastball, an elite 4-seam fastball, also has the slider and the changeup. He's decent for us so far in limited starts, or limited appearances. Full count here against Turnpike. And shatters the bat. Right behind the plate is Aaliyah, and she'll catch that one for out number 1. Doesn't even have to move, but she does have to block her face for a split second there as the shrapnel from the bat just completely explodes right in her face. Now Kai Plum comes up, and this would be a great time for a double play. Striking the outside part of the plate, a 1-1 count here for Ho. Swinging through strike 2 is Kai, and now Waldo trying to get the put out. It's going to be inside for ball 2. 2-2, and Kai will pop it foul. We'll do it again. Waldo has been dealing with, that was wild, way high and in, but Kai can't help himself, and Waldo has been dealing with that distractor trait at second base this whole at-bat, and he's been doing decently well with, through this inning. And a grounder to second base will be an easy play for Jack Mars to end the inning, so Waldo Ho comes in and does his job. Unfortunately, we had to call to the pen in the 3rd inning. Clark Cohen's day is done. 2 innings, allowing 3 home runs, 4 total runs scored on the via the home run. And Tiger Gray will come up his second at-bat here against Werner Walter. Werner's been efficient. He's been doing really well so far. He is locked in. He's approaching the 40-pitch mark. The 3-1 count, that goes foul, and it's full. Tiger will ground to short. Gander March, second opportunity to get Tiger Gray, and she'll succeed. So now 1 out for Fernanda Branch. She has been hitless in her last handful of at-bats. Should take the strike. Again, that seems pretty unreasonable. There's a strike outside. 41st pitch for Werner is a ball outside. 1-2 count here. And she'll hit one right back up the middle. Good timing from Fernanda Branch. And she pushes one through to get the favorites with a little bit of something happening here as we go to the heart of our order. Odin Thomas will come up. 0 for 1 today, but still locked in. He's looking to try and do some damage. Werner maybe loses his locked-in mojo with a base hit that gets up the middle there. And Fernanda will stop at second. Runners on the first and second with 1 out for Jack Mars, who's locked in and 1 for 1. High-pressure situation here, and Werner might have lost his mojo with 2 consecutive hits allowed, and that'll do it. He gets pulled for Smash McCoy. Smash comes in locked in, about 3/4 mojo. 96-mile-an-hour fastball there. Little hack activates. Smash with a 4.50 ERA. We're hoping to get that a little higher here in a moment. 167 whip and 3 strikeouts so far. 2-1 count, and Jack will be early on that one. Pulls it foul. Now 2-2. And he chases strike 3, the slider outside. That'll be out number 2. Leah tense after reaching base and getting caught stealing second. Really dumb decision from the manager to let her steal with no speed on the bases. Odd decision, but here we are. She gets underneath one, left field, but that one's going to die. It's going to be playable. Slew Connolly hauls it in to end the inning. So Smash McCoy comes in and smashes our hopes. We did get Werner Walter out here, 3 and a third innings for him. But he was wonderful today for the Burglars. And now Cannon Avery, who's coming up after getting a home run in his last at-bat, will face off against now full accuracy Waldo Ho. Gets him to pop up here. Shallow center field. Charging in on that is Nick Wilkerson, and he will catch it. Tracks it down. So good hustle from the speedy center fielder. Pamayala comes up 1 for 1 and tense, batting .321 on the year. No home runs, 2 RBIs. Ball high. Waldo probably just has this inning left in him, as long as he doesn't stay out for too long. 2-2, and it's going to be full for Palm. And she's going to pop it up. Foul territory. Getting over quickly is Aaliyah. She'll call that one and catch that for out number 2. Bertram Pineda comes in 0 for 1 today. Rally starter not activated in first pitch swinging. He grounds to second to end the inning. So 1-2-3 for Waldo Ho. Great job from him. And it is the top of the 5th for the favorites. RJ Solomon was on a bit of a hot streak. He did strike out in his last at-bat. He's back to neutral mojo. Average sitting at .412 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. Smash will throw high, ball 1. Moving around the zone here. RJ chases the slider and just makes contact there. 2-2. He pulls one left field. Looping around is Slew Connolly, and that one is up off the top of the wall. He just missed a home run by inches, and that is going to be a 1-out single for RJ Solomon. And now Sullivan Reddier will come up. I'm sorry, that was a leadoff single. He gets his mojo back, and now Reddier will swing at the first pitch, and TDR Lucero, who's holding the runner, will get that play. Nice diving stop. He throws it over to second base for the lead out, and then unable to turn the double play, and you will see that Sullivan got a mojo drop for grounding to first. Now, Nick Wilkerson did fly out to left field, made good contact, but he hasn't been consistent with that this year. We've seen none of the power that he's shown is in the past, and that his attributes have, as that one sneaks just past the shortstop, Gander March can't get to it, and it's going to be a seeing eye single with 1 out, 2 on for Dash Boyd. I'd love to get a pinch hitter here. Smash gets pulled for Juliet Carr. Oh, jeez. S-tier closer with 2 pitches. The 2-seam and the slider has a tier 2 elite slider and tier 1 clutch and a max pressure situation against Dash Boyd. Just easy pickings for her, but she does allow a hard hit ball to right field. Pineda back on that one, catches it. Runner tags from second and heads to third. We have runners on the corners with 2 outs for Tiger Gray, who's 0 for 2. Max pressure here, and Julia Carr will get that clutch straight, helping her out, excuse me. Tiger pulls one into right field. That's going to get a runner in. Finally, breaking the shutout. Runners will just go station to station, though, and it's now 2 on, 2 out for Fernanda Branch with tier 2 contact versus righties activated. Still max pressure here. It's now 4-1. One swing of the bat could tie this ball game. Fernanda not known for it, but has it in her repertoire. And she'll hit one into right field, so that's going to now allow another runner to reach. We have now bases loaded. Fernanda comes through in the clutch, and now it's time for Odin to do the same. Come on, MVP. Odin, you want it? You got it right here, dude. Locked in, max pressure. Tense Juliet Carr. Throws a slider in the dirt. 2 outs. Takes a ball low. Takes the slider for strike 1. And another slider dribbled just foul. 2-2, 2 outs. Odin will take ball low. Runners will be on the move, full count. And he hits one hard to right center field, but Pineda's able to track it down, just missing extra bases and what would have likely tied this ball game up. Instead, we only get 1. And that is the top of the 5th. It's 4-1, bottom of the 5th here. Colin Cabrera, the leadoff man, will come up against Waldo Ho. I don't think it's a good idea for him to be in this one. 26 pitches already. It's a 1-1 count. And Cabrera will loft into right field. Sliding play from Odin Thomas. He was sliding for a while there. That's going to be out number 1. Now Gander March will come up 2 for 2 with a 2-run homer. They bring in Avery Connor to replace Waldo Ho. Tier 3 gets ahead. Tier 3 4-seam fastball. Has a 2.70 ERA when he was with us earlier this year. A 180 whip. And I believe 2 strikeouts. Yep. Against Gander March here. And throwing all gas here. 1-2. Ball outside. And fastball blown past her at 100 miles an hour. The old man still got it. Hitting triple digits here with that elite 4-seam fastball. And that's out number 2. Teodoro Lucero comes up 1 for 2. Tier 3 gets ahead, helps his accuracy so much. And he throws the 2-seam fastball for strike 1 and gets fouled off. Strike catching the corner on the curve, and the fastball just high. He doesn't bite. We'll do it again. Fastball inside. This one he pulls foul. 1-2, 2 outs. Checks on the curveball. And a fastball will be pulled foul. So fighting to stay alive is Lucero. 2-2. And a grounder up the middle. So the fastball gets hit just as hard the way back up the middle. And a errant wild throw from Nick Wilkerson, but it's no harm, no foul there. And Turnpike comes up 0 for 2 today. Challenge here for Avery Connor against the elite catcher. Grid speed on first. And he hits one high, but it's gonna die out there in right field. Turnpike will fly out to right field to end the inning. So good pitching from Avery Connor. We give a little bit of credit to Waldo Ho there for getting that first out. He actually pitched really well in place of Clark Cohen. Now Jack Mars will come up at 1 for 2. Man, we just missed the opportunity to get back in this ball game. Down by 3 with 3 outs left to work with. Jack Mars will get started. He takes 2 pitches. It's 2-0. Jack will get the slider, but he pulls it or pushes it foul. 2-1. He pops another one. It's now 2-2. Juliet will get him to swing and miss on the slider. Right at the top of the zone, and now 1 out. Leah Sesame comes up 0 for 2, intense. Has Tier 3 Ace Exterminator, Tier 1 First Pitch Slayer. First pitch will be chased out of the zone for strike 1. Swings through strike 2. Ball in the dirt, taken. 20 pitches for Julia Carr. She is no longer elite with her attributes. 2-2. And Aaliyah pops up right at the mound, and Juliet Carr, I think, called that one. Nope, it's going to be Turnpike that takes his turn, catching that for out number 2. Last opportunity here for the favorites to fight back. They're down by 3. Juliet Carr gets pulled for Amelia Gibbs. Amelia with Tier 2 reverse splits, but only against the lefties. Also has Tier 3 surrounded, so if we can get 2 runners on. Nope, it's going to end with a dribbler to first, and RJ Solomon goes down to end this game. Burglars win. Clark Cohen responsible for all 4 runs allowed and most of the hits there, too. Really frustrating loss. We had 1 chance in the 5th. Odin Thomas had an opportunity and just missed that right center field gap. Really, really frustrating loss, and now we have to turn around and do it again. So 4 runs on 8 hits for the Burglars, 1 run on 7 hits for the favorites. Our offense was dead today against Werner Walter. Let's take a look at it. Tiger Gray was 1 for 3. He did have an RBI. 2 hits for Fernanda, 1 for Odin Thomas, 1 for Jack Mars, who struck out twice. No hits for Aaliyah. She's tense. She might have to take a day off. RJ, 1 for 3 day. Sullivan reached base on a fielder's choice and then scored a run. Nick Wilkerson, 1 for 2 day himself, and then Dash Boyd, 0 for 2. He did get a... Oh, they don't count the sacrifice. Oh, no, that just had allowed a runner from second to advance to third. So, yeah, I don't think we expected much out of Dash Boyd. Offense on the other side, a 2-hit day for Tidior Lucero. Gander March, 2 hits, but one of them was huge. It was that first inning 2-run homer. Colin Cabrera got his base hit and scored on that one. Solo home run for Connolly, for Cannon Avery, and then an extra hit from Palm Ayala. Hitless were Turnpike, Plum, and Pineda. Pitching-wise, Cohen was awful. 2 innings pitched, 2+. He allowed 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 home runs, and 3 strikeouts. Waldo Ho came in 2 1/3. He gave up 1 hit, struck out 1, not allowing any other runs to score. Avery Connor comes in 2/3 of an inning, gives up 1 hit and 1 strikeout. On the other side, Werner Walter was really solid today. We couldn't figure him out. He goes 3 1/3, giving up 3 hits and striking out 2. Smash McCoy comes in, going 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, and he gets the win. Juliet Carr almost blew this game. She goes 1 1/3, giving up 2 hits and 1 strikeout, and then Amelia Gibbs gets the 1 out in her 1 batter faced. Goes March, Avery, and Connolly for your top 3, and that is how the first game of the doubleheader goes. You know, of course, we don't expect a win streak to continue indefinitely. Let's see here. Waldo is 37. I'm going to give this to Eliana Chambers just because it doesn't hurt Ho. And if we do want to bring her back, we have a better chance of doing that with giving her some loyalty increase. Yeah, this is another one where it's like, what do you do? I guess Carl, just because he's already super low. Sorry, Carl. And this one, we're definitely getting the loyalty drop for Clark Cohen because he was so bad today. So Avery gets a boost. He actually pitched decent, too. That's finally going to end our manager moments. We go straight into our next game, which is the second game of the doubleheader. You'll see that come up right after this this video ends, or shortly after this video ends. And let's take a look at what happened since that loss. Okay, missed it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so Beast Magana gets dropped by the Skimmers, replaced by Lauren Anderson. So it seems like they're starting to throw the towel in. I think that's our last game of the season, so that might be really nice. Young 21 developmental option. She's raw, but she has some talent. Beast Magana, a pretty solid long reliever. Oh, and then the only other thing that happened was the +9 fielding for Asher Garcia. So he continues to develop and improve. He is going to be very costly next season. With Odin Thomas going 1 for 3, I'm scared he might have dropped off the league leaders, but let's take a quick peek. No, he actually climbed up to 4, ironically, so one of those other pitchers may not have gone or hit very well. Asher's still in the number 1 spot, and he actually gets his final start of the year in this next one. Bo Adams is a reliever, so there's a chance he could keep pitching well and overtake Asher. But if Asher has a great outing here, and Reeve Blackwell doesn't do exceedingly better in his next start, we could see ourselves getting Asher another MVP and a second Cy Young. So, quick peek at player development. We'll give Odin Thomas this power boost with a chance at fastball hitter. It's only tier 1. Chance for 5 more power, and he will not get that. 15% chance for the fastball hitter trait, and he doesn't get that either. So just 1 power for him, kind of a waste, but it was fine. I was fine with that. And we're not doing these other ones. You know, as I think about this more and more, I'm thinking we keep Clark or Cairo in the rotation for how well he's pitched, and then we can replace Clark Cohen with Jess Trujillo. So if we do go with Jess, who's still overpaid here, and we were to replace Clark, we can't afford it yet anyways, but it would work with our chemistry. So I am still plan to do that, but now instead of replacing Avery Connor, are we overpaying him? Yeah, by 0.7. You know, Beast Magana could potentially be an option for us as well. Oh, I don't like the 2 fastballs and a changeup, though. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't want to bring in Eternity Woody. Not again. It's funny, I think Carl Parr is just a worse version of Eternity Woody, but we still went to bring him in instead of her. So, yeah, so I think we'll keep an eye on Jess Trujillo, but we're not going to bring her in just yet. I do not see us giving Clark Cohen one more start here before the end of the year. I do see Cairo Cohen going again against the Skimmers, which again could be a really big help for us if they're already giving up for the season. After that loss, let's do a quick season standings, and we are at 8-4. We are still a game ahead of the Rippers and the Burglars, but if the Burglars can beat us again, then they will tie us. The Rippers win, then they can jump into the tie with us, and that's not good. We want to keep some distance, so a big win here would be really helpful. And of course, we are very hopeful seeing Asher Garcia come to the mound. Rince Shaw is over there with a 0-1 record, a 8.31 ERA, and a 2.31 WHIP. So it's possible we could be in a good spot against the Burglars in the next game. But of course, every game has to be played. Let's see you all in the next one to figure out how that all plays out. The second game of the doubleheader coming up next. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.